Hello, everyone. Today is February 8th. Joseph Biden has been the American president for 2 weeks and 5 days. For 2 weeks and 5 days, he has taken to the office and been working to repair the damage that was done in the last 4 years by the Orange Blunder, better known as simply Orange. A lot of people have been complaining, not realizing that this president and vice president has their hands full trying to redo a lot of damage that was purposely done to this country. Regardless of where you stand, you have to openly admit that President Biden has his hands full. You had a corruptible leader who took 4 years to not only attempt to destroy the country, but to set himself up as president for life, a dictator, if you will. And in that time, he assaulted the justice system, the country as a whole, set up the courts with puppet judges who would dance and do his bidding. And now that we have some people in there who want to try to turn this country around, who want to attempt to do the right thing, some of you want to whine and cry about some of the simplest things. It is not going to be easy for President Biden and Vice President Harris. But to their credit, they're willing to get in there and work. They're willing to get in there and attack dirt at its ugliest amid a pandemic, battling white supremacy in our government, and also dealing with the impeachment of the Orange Blunder, or as I say it, simply Orange. Yes, his trial starts tomorrow. And for those of you out there who want to say all day long that the former president didn't do anything wrong, he didn't inspire any violence, he just made a statement that people took too literal. What he did was a call to arms for the unhinged and the crazy. And that is exactly what happened. They took exactly what he said and built off of it. And on January 6th, they attacked the Capitol. And you can say what you want, but his words drove them into action. He stood there and beat the drum for the very thing that went down. He sat there and told those people that we're going to march down the street to the Capitol with you. We will be there with you. Yes, he did say that. And with that in mind, these people that he had whipped into a frenzy stirred up, got them to believe that he was going to lead them down the street to the Capitol to reclaim what was rightfully his. This is the lie that he told these people. And by stirring these people up, he got them to attack the House, putting his own vice president at risk. Not that he cared for Mike Pence, because had he cared for Mike Pence, he'd have made sure that this shit happened when Mike wasn't there. But he didn't. And the chance, hang Mike Pence. You know, I honestly believe that in some sick way, he really wanted something to happen to Mike Pence, because Mike Pence didn't go along with the madness that he was out there attempting to stir up. Now, Mike Pence's biggest problem is he stood by and allowed the orange blunder to go forth with all this craziness. He stood by and allowed this insane man to continue acting like everything was normal, when God knows that it wasn't. Say what you want, but the orange blunder is a sick and twisted human being. And he is definitely a threat, whether out of office or in office. Now, you know that this wacko says that he's going to hold his inauguration on March 4th. This man seriously believes that he is president for life. And if that ain't the sign of a twisted mind, I don't know what is. He lost an election fair and decently in order. He was voted out. But somewhere in his twisted mind, the election was stolen from him. It was taken from him. He won, and he should be the president. This is what happens when you are just a narcissistic wacko. This man, if he is allowed to run for any office again, that includes dog catcher, is going to do a lot of damn damage. And the sad part is, what claims to be the GOP, the Republican Party, are still standing in support of this fool. Look at Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Bobbitt, Ted Cruz, Kevin McCarthy, that wimp. Look at Matthew Gaetz, the Central Valley's biggest turd, Devin Nunes, all still worshiping at the altar of Trump. Lindsey Graham, whom I believe has spread them cheeks for the orange blunder, because he is just going all out to protect him, and has threatened everybody from the vice president to Chuck Schumer if they call witnesses. You know what I say? Call your witnesses. Have them take the stand. It is time to clean up the Senate and the House. Let's get the garbage out. They want to stand with Trump? Let them stand with Trump. But let their ass take the downfall too. Time out of being bullied by these dirty, low-life Republicans. Look here. I hope the right thing happens. Stand up and vote. Stand up and vote your heart. Time for the cleanup. I'll holler.